Hey everyone! In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated smartphones of the year, the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, a phone that's setting a high bar for mobile photography, and honestly, it's hard to find a real rival in this category. Let's not waste time. Let's jump straight into the review. Design and build. Quality first up, design. While the camera module on this phone is larger than ever, the overall look is clearly inspired by classic cameras. There's a stylish dual-tone finish on the back with the Leica logo and the word Ultra etched into the rear panel, giving it a truly professional vibe. The phone weighs 226 grams and has a thickness of 9.4 millimeters. The frame is made of aluminum and you get full IP68 certification, so it's water resistant up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. However, you won't find IP69 certification here, which we've actually seen on some Chinese rivals like the Vivo X200 Pro. That said, this phone is not exactly a hand-friendly device. The large camera bump, typical of many Chinese flagships these days, makes the phone feel unbalanced on flat surfaces. And because that bump is so big, you might run into compatibility issues with certain wireless chargers. Build quality overall feels solid, but long-term durability is still a question mark. Based on my past experience with Xiaomi flagships, even when I handled them with care, they developed some noticeable scratches and deep scuffs over time. Display. Now let's talk about the display. We've got a 6.73-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with a 1:1 20Hz adaptive refresh rate and full 12-bit color. Officially, it hits 3200 nits peak brightness, but in real-world auto brightness tests, it reached about 1599 nits. The screen is protected by Shield Glass 2.0 and features curved edges on all four sides, giving it a unique flat yet curved look. Bezels are impressively thin across the board. Brightness is fantastic, no visibility issues even under intense studio lighting. You also get 1920 Hz PWM dimming, which is a huge plus for users sensitive to OLED flicker. Even with wet hands, I was able to use the screen without any issues. Performance and hardware. Under the hood, this beast is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite, built on a 3nm process and paired with an Adreno 830 GPU. Global versions offer up to 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and either 512 GB or 1 TB of UFS 4.1 storage. In benchmarks, its scores are in line with other 2025 flagships, neither clearly ahead nor behind. Real-world performance? It's as powerful as you'd expect. Games run smoothly without any hiccups, and thermal management is surprisingly good. It doesn't get uncomfortably hot during gameplay. But keep in mind, this phone isn't exactly designed for long gaming sessions due to its size and weight. Also, I didn't experience any significant heating during extended photography or video recording either, which is impressive. Battery and charging. The global variant of the Xiaomi 15 Ultra houses a 5410 mAh silicon carbon battery. Based on our tests, battery life is decent, but not among the best. With average use, you'll typically make it through a full day and maybe have about 10% left by bedtime. But if you're a heavy user like me, it won't last the full day, especially when you use the camera a lot. That's when battery drains fast. As for charging, you get 90-watt wired charging with PPS support, 80-watt wireless charging, 10-watt reverse wireless charging with the included 90-watt charger. You'll hit 50% in about 23 minutes. A full charge takes around 59 minutes. Audio. The phone features stereo speakers with excellent sound quality and loud volume. In my testing, it's better than what you get on the Vivo X200 Pro and Oppo Find X8 Pro. And it even comes close to the iPhone 16 Pro Max in terms of clarity and depth. Fingerprint sensor. Say goodbye to the old optical sensors. This one features an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor, which is not only faster but also more accurate. And yes, it works really well, even if your finger is wet. Software and user interface. Out of the box, the phone runs Android 15 with HyperOS 2.0. Xiaomi promises 4 major Android updates and 6 years of security patches. HyperOS is packed with features. App drawer or no drawer mode. Lightweight UI options for elderly or minimal users. Separate notification shade and control center. AI-powered features including live call translation, text summarization, object removal from photos, text to image generation, smart subtitles for videos. Most of these AI tools run on the cloud, but for now, they're free to use. Cameras. Here's where the Xiaomi 15 Ultra really shines. We are looking at the quad camera setup. Main camera, 50 megapixels. Sony LIT 900. 1-inch sensor, f1.6 OES, laser AF 3x. Telephoto, 50 megapixels. Sony IMX858 OIS. Macro focus from 9 centimeters, 4.3x. Telephoto, 200 megapixels. Samsung HP 9 f2.6 OIS. Macro from 40 centimeters. Ultra wide, 50 megapixels. Samsung JN5 115 degrees field of view. Autofocus. Time of flight 3 D-depth sensor. Note, there's no more variable aperture, but honestly, it hasn't made a noticeable difference in real-world usage. Image quality main camera. Analysis. Excellent detail retention in both highlights and shadows. Very strong HDR performance. Exactly what you'd expect from a flagship. Low noise, sharp details, accurate white balance, and natural colors. Great autofocus performance with fast subject recognition and depth estimation. Portraits. Facial and clothing detail is well captured. Background separation is average. Some blending around ears and hair. Full body or environmental portraits are decent, but the bokeh effect isn't super strong. 2x zoom shot. Better subject to background ratio. Clearer edge separation around hair and shoulders. Bokeh looks more pronounced. 3x zoom portrait. A shallower depth of field gives you a DSLR-like look. Edge detection is very precise, especially around ears, glasses, and hair. Skin details are sharp and natural, without any overprocessing. 4.3x zoom portrait. Very shallow depth of field. Background blur is intense. Perspective is slightly compressed, which some people find more flattering. Fine details like hair texture, eyes, and fabric are all preserved beautifully. Zoom performance. The periscope lens is a major highlight. Between 3x and 10x, image quality is outstanding. Even up to 30x, shots are usable. The 120x zoom is more of a gimmick, useful only in very specific scenarios. Selfie camera. The front-facing camera delivers high-resolution selfies with impressive detail. Skin texture, beard, hair strands, and even fabric patterns are accurately captured. Skin tones look natural, with no artificial pink or yellow hues. Background colors, like greens, are vivid but realistic. The second selfie shows the lens has a fairly wide angle, great for group selfies or wide background shots. Conclusion. So what's the verdict on the Xiaomi 15 Ultra? Unique camera-centric design, bright and responsive display, decent battery life under normal use. DSLR level cameras, especially for zoom and portrait shots. Powerful, stable performance with smart, AI-rich software. But it's not very ergonomic. Battery doesn't quite live up to its 5410 mAh rating. The oversized camera module feels like overkill. Still, if mobile photography is a top priority for you, this is hands down the best smartphone camera system of the year. It might even replace your camera if you can afford it. Thanks for watching.